Hello everyone and welcome to my CS24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. 90 Day Fiancé. Sophie Sierra soft launches her famous international model boyfriend. See picture here. Sophie Sierra has officially soft launched her new romance, and fans simply can't believe their eyes. She just showed off her new man on social media, and viewers are already calling him Rob Warren 2.0 because of how strikingly similar he looks to her ex. But in a better way. However, after making headlines with Pedro, Sophie is finally settling down. She further talked about her current relationship and explained how she was living the best of her life. While Rob Warren is still trash-talking about her, she has evidently moved on. Is this true? What is this all about? What did she reveal? Keep on reading to learn more about Sophie and her brand new man. 90 Day Fiancé. Sophie is not dating Pedro? 90 Day Fiancé viewers are well aware of how Sophie Sierra decided to part ways with Rob Warren and never really looked back. These two are battling a divorce battle while they have evidently moved on in their lives. Amid all this, several sources claim that Sophie was dating none other than Chantel Everett's former husband, Pedro Jimeno. Sophie never really openly spoke about these headlines, but her social media spoke a completely different tale. They were posting some background pictures, and some insiders even claimed that Sophie traveled to Pedro's state on Valentine's Day. However, it seems that Pedro isn't the one whom Sophie is dating, as she recently introduced her man, who wasn't Chantel's ex. 90 Day Fiancé. Sophie soft launches her new man. 90 Day Fiancé star Sophie Sierra has been throwing hints about her relationship status for a while now. She made it clear that she was out of the dating pool as she had someone new in her life. However, now is the time when she is finally talking about her relationship status on social media. Sophie recently took to Instagram and shared a reel with the caption, "My brain when I'm with him." It featured her grinning ear to ear as she took every wrong turn. However, a man's hand came to her rescue and guided her every time she was taking a wrong route. Sophie evidently wanted to emphasize the fact that now she had a man with whom she didn't have to use her brain at all. She was able to completely embrace her feminine side while her new boyfriend was taking care of everything. Sophie didn't really take the name or show who her new boyfriend was. But several fans took to the comments section to speculate that Sierra was dating famous international model Jay Ransom. This is because they compared the latter to the tattooed hand with rings featured in Sophie's reel. They further follow each other on social media, which again added to the narrative. Amid all this, Julia teased her audience that she was well aware of Sophie's love life. She knew who the latter's boyfriend was. Sierra also admitted that Julia had all the tea and viewers are now eagerly waiting to know who is her new man. What do you think? Do let us know in the comments section. Keep coming back to the TV season and spoilers for more updates. Sophie Sierra had mastered many things since joining the world of 90 Day Fiancé. Contour that could survive a hurricane, Instagram captions that hinted at drama without actually confirming it, and the uncanny ability to look camera-ready at 7 a.m. But nothing, had prepared her for the chaos that would erupt the moment she decided to soft-launch her new boyfriend. After her split from Rob, Sophie had sworn up and down she was done with men in general forever, literally forever. Her fans didn't believe her, of course. Sophie was too beautiful, too magnetic, too impossibly glamorous to wander the world alone for long. But even they didn't expect her comeback to be this explosive. It started with a single photo. A moody shot. Dim lighting. A city skyline blurred in the background. And in the foreground, Sophie Sierra holding a champagne flute, with a man's hand resting lightly on her waist. Just a hand. No face. No tag. No caption other than a simple black heart. Within minutes, the internet combusted. Whose hand is that? Sophie dropped the face. We need to see the face. Why does that hand look famous? Even TLC producers, sipping their morning coffees miles away, froze mid-sip. Sophie watched the chaos unfold from a rooftop in Milan because yes, she was in Milan, and yes, she had company. That company was 6'3", broad-shouldered, and currently leaning against the balcony railing, scrolling on his phone in quiet amusement. "Did I break the internet again?" she teased, raising a brow. "You certainly have a talent for it," he replied in a deep, velvety accent that made her stomach flutter. "They're very invested in you. They're going to be more invested when they find out who you are," she shot back. The man chuckled, brushing a hand through hair that magazines described as perfectly tousled, and the rest of the world described as illegal. His name was Luca Navarro, International model, darling of European fashion houses, face of 3 luxury cologne brands, and the kind of man who made onlookers walk into lampposts. Sophie wasn't ready to post that just yet. Her soft launch was deliberate, strategic, a power move. She'd learned from the best, Kardashians, soccer wives, the real housewives of almost every zip code. And as far as she was concerned, a soft launch kept the world guessing while keeping the trolls quiet. Mostly because by day 2, the conspiracy theories were out of control. One fan claimed the hand belonged to Bradley Cooper. Another zoomed in to prove it was a backup dancer from Blackpink's tour. Someone else insisted it was Rob trying to get Sophie back, which made her laugh so hard she snorted. But the one that made her pause, the one that spread like wildfire, was the rumor that she was dating Luca Navarro. Her DMs exploded. "Girl, are you really with Luca, or are we being punked? OMG, Sophie Sierra and Luca Navarro would be a power couple. Stop being mysterious and show us his face." TLC producers were already plotting a spin-off. By day 3, paparazzi were hovering near her hotel. Sophie didn't mind. She loved fashion, attention, flashing lights. She was built for this world. But she also valued having something that was just hers, at least for a little while. Luca, however, was less accustomed to reality TV mayhem. "Is it always like this?" he asked as they ducked into a waiting car. "No," Sophie replied honestly. "Sometimes it's worse." He gave her a look that was half amused, half serious. "I'm not afraid. I just want to make sure you are okay with all this." And that's how he got her heart in the first place. Because while the world knew Luca as the smoldering cover model with cheekbones sharp enough to cut glass, Sophie knew him as the man who'd stayed up all night with her when she cried over her breakup. The man who cooked pasta better than some restaurants. The man who treated her like she was the only woman in the room, even when they were in a room full of supermodels. "I'm more than okay," she said softly. "I just want to enjoy this before the world claims it." He reached for her hand. "Then we enjoy it." But the world never waits long. On day 5, Sophie decided to share one more photo. Not a full reveal, but close. Another soft launch classic. 2 wine glasses clinking together, Luca's reflection faintly visible in the window. That was all it took. A high-resolution screenshot, a fan with too much free time, and TikTok got to work. Within 2 hours, someone posted, "Guys, I enhanced the photo. It's definitely Luca Navarro." The clip had 600,000 views in under an hour. Sophie's phone rang immediately. It was her publicist, breathless. "It's viral. Everything's exploding. Do you want to deny it? Confirm it? Monetize it?" She hung up when Luca walked into the room wearing nothing but a towel and a questioning smile. "That bad?" he asked. "Worse," she replied. He sat beside her, brushing a strand of hair behind her ear. "Do you want to tell them?" Sophie hesitated. She wasn't scared of publicity. She wasn't scared of judgment. She had survived far worse. TLC tell-alls, fan wars, relationship chaos broadcast internationally. But this relationship, it felt sacred. "Only if you're ready," she said carefully. Luca held her gaze. "I am not a secret. And I'm not afraid of being known as your boyfriend." Those words hit her like a warm wave. "Okay," she whispered. "Let's do it." She opened Instagram. Hands trembling. Heart racing. A final photo. This one unmistakable. Her sitting on Luca's lap, both smiling softly at the camera. Sunlight flooding the room. No mystery, no shadows, no filters. Caption. "Here's the face, red heart, #softlaunch complete." The internet detonated. Millions of likes. Tens of thousands of comments. Celebrities weighed in. TLC posted an hour later. "We love red heart." But Sophie didn't see any of it. She was too busy kissing the man beside her, laughing as he lifted her off the couch and spun her around. Her soft launch was over. Her new chapter had officially begun.